for this crazy schedule. I'm glad you're here. It's kind of fun. I'm very excited for this evening because we have a lot of groups that are combined. And several of these groups, this tonight is the first time they have played together because of how crazy the schedules are with testing and trips and just things, right? So we are going to start off. We have a huge arc, but we actually have 6th graders. Go ahead and wave. They're the white, right? 6th graders over here. And since we are now a 6th, 8th junior high, middle school, right? I started band in 6th grade, so I didn't have 5th grade beginner band. So we didn't have technically beginner band this year since these guys were noobs last year, right? So these are the 6th graders, and they're going to join in with the 7th graders for a couple of tunes, and then everyone at the end. 7th grade, go ahead and wave back there. A lot of people touch them in there. Those guys are awesome by themselves. I get to see every day, and it's been kind of fun. They're really great music readers. And then on my left side here, this is the remaining of the high school band, and back there, high school band. So we're going to go ahead and get started with 6th grade, and I went ahead and every single band will perform like a little opener on their own to kind of show off their talents, and then we'll get together with the line. So this is the 6th grade band. They were pretty pumped to learn pet band, let me tell you. And these guys, this is what they want all the time, right? And I get tired of it, but it's fun. It's fun. So this next group is the 7th grade. I'm going to help those guys out just because they have a ton of percussion. Remember that name later. And then several wind players. And we have, and I'm going to maybe embarrass them, but the Archer Iron Corps is like bombing it right now, meaning in a good way, doing great things, because he literally joined band this semester and is doing awesome. So I'm going to help him. He's on 2nd trumpet right now. We're getting that range, but he's doing a great job, so I want to be on 1st trumpet. So this is Beethoven's Military March, and then we'll follow it with the percussion junior high jig. we're actually going to perform our state pieces. So these guys are probably tired of these two selections. We've been working these for a long while, actually probably since the third week of January. We went to Carpio, walked on a small ensemble, large ensemble festival in small schools. And they got a 1 rating there, which is the best rating that you can get. Got awesome feedback. A couple weeks later, we went to Platte City, which is the Vicious State Large Ensemble Festival. And they got a 1 there, but they not only got a 1, they got 1 ratings across the board from every judge, which hasn't happened. So every time we perform these, it's not just running them, right? It's cleaning them, it's working, striving for perfections, because we will lay somewhere amongst that, right? We're never going to be perfect, but if we strive for it, it's going to be as perfect as it can be. And they're doing a very awesome job making music. So super fast, before we get into this, I do want to read this first piece. You'll notice both pieces are by a man named Randall Sanders. And he's a normal Arkansas guy, same age as me, that started as a small schools band director and kind of got tired of having literature that wasn't made for small schools. So that's where he started, and that's where he geared for. And if you have been a band kid ever, you'll know that a long time ago, there used to be like 3 to 4 percussion parts for music. And he was a percussionist, and he was so tired of just sitting back there and not doing anything. So he has written, all of his music has been for anywhere from 10 to 20 different percussion elements, and it's really cool. You'll see later on in the concert, we'll be doing too much percussion, which involves all 20 of our percussionists, right? So this first piece is called Stay. I'm going to read a little bit, not the whole thing, because you do need to leave at some point tonight. But it is important. I don't often do, notes by the composer just because you do have life and you do need to go. But this is very touching. So this is why I wrote Stay, a Randall. On a trip in 2023, I read the following on the back of a t-shirt. Hey, you, the one reading this. The world is better with you in it. It had a profound emotional impact on me, and I decided to put those feelings into music. The result is this work entitled Stay. So he has done this. It's called The Unbroken Project. And this piece is intended to be an anthem of hope, love, and understanding for those who find it challenging to go on in the face of adversity, and for those who sometimes feel that the weight of the world is too much to bear. The piece carries a paraphrase of that message at the top of every score that the kids have. And it says, hey you, the one playing this, the world is better with you in it. And so, you can only imagine. So these guys have done a great job, and so I want you to think about that and why he had such an emotional impact of writing this piece, because he had a challenging life, and this brought him to the greater side. And so, I hope you enjoyed Stay. I put infinite possibilities with this, because when you stay, the amount of infinite possibilities is infinite. It just goes on like that. So I hope you enjoy this. I'll give percussion in a minute really quick. So I do want to recognize several kids. Let's have everyone that participated in district band in any way meeting a solo small ensemble at districts. Go ahead and stand up, please. That's pretty awesome. We've had a lot of kids working. All of these guys who took a solo or a small ensemble, and every them received an outstanding rating, which is really, really fantastic. So thank you all. We didn't get to have 4 state choir this year. Just never happened. But we had 7 kids selected for 4 state honor band, which is really, really, really cool. I get to select from a tedious process of just thinking about who is deserving to go to this. Then Northwest selects from what we submit. And so we had 7 kiddos. We usually have 1 to 2, maybe 3. And so if you are one of those, please stand up for state honor band. All right, and last but definitely not least, during stay, you can't see me, which is good if they're watching, but I got a little tear guide because we have some awesome seniors. We always have awesome seniors, let's face it. But these guys are just special in their own way, I suppose, that like everyone is. And so if you are a senior, please go ahead and stand up. This is their last performance with us. We will be recognizing a lot of these different talents and people next Thursday at our Fine Arts banquet. So that involves band, choir, auxiliary, mass media, art, colorful drama, all of those things. And so it's like a potluck dessert /finger food, so we love to have you there to honor those guys. So this next piece is Infinite Possibilities. usually the chalk break. Normal concerts that you probably go to, the instrumentalists, they play 10 to 15 minutes and then they're done. Well, this concert, these guys have all played what they're going to play again right after the choir portion. So we strategically placed these in the middle so they have some lips left. This is the high school choir. I currently, right now, during high school class, third hour, have 5 of these kiddos. And the rest of them I get here, there, and yonder during the 8th hour, which is, if you can imagine having, I don't know how many activities or organizations we have in the school, but imagine 10 meetings a week getting pulled out for things, or catching up on a test when they were gone for sporting events, or all of those different things, right? And so, maybe today, probably not even, because some of you weren't there, right? This will be the first time that we debut for you together. So they've been doing a great job. And we actually we were asked and were honored to sing last week at National Day of Prayer, which was very, very, very cool. And so we are actually going to start off with the Star Spangled Banner in parts and then go on from there. So I hope you enjoy the high school choir. English every once in a while. So that was a Brazilian folk song. And later on, we will have another language that I'll talk about later on. But I do want to mention, we did not have First State Honor Choir, which I'm looking hopefully forward to next year. Hopefully they can make that happen. But we did have Missouri Western State University Honor Choir. And so go ahead and wave if you participated in the Missouri Western Honor Choir. Awesome. Okay, perfect. These guys, they went to Missouri Western all day, 8 a.m. sort of singing time till 4:30 probably. Sang all day long, went so fast, it was really, really awesome, and then performed their concert at, I believe, 6 o'clock that evening. It was really, really fantastic. That's the one time that these guys get to be in a choir of 100 to 130. That won't happen, right? Otherwise, so that's really, really cool. Go ahead and now wave if you were part of a district choir solo. Awesome. These guys also got outstanding ratings on the solos. So this next piece, do I have any Barbie fans out there? I haven't got to watch it yet. I need to do that on my summer bucket list. But this was from the Barbie movie. This is Billie Eilish, and her brother actually wrote this song. And it is called What Was I Made For? And it's a very touching song, so I hope you enjoy. All right, and to speed things up, this will be the last time I talk with these guys, but this next piece I actually heard at my January music conference, where basically every music teacher has opportunity to go and have clinics and concerts and all these different things, and we learn so many different things. And this was one of the pieces, Time, that I got to hear perform, and it was so touching and so filled with meter and metric, and them having to actually think about the counts instead of just like hearing them and getting it. This has been awesome for us, and so I hope you enjoy Time. To acknowledge your professionals here. So we have Maya Welch, Sophie Storm, and Julie Stoyer. They're going to help us out on this Bone Say Abba. And I also forgot one thing. It's on my notes, but I was looking at my notes. So we also had a recipient of Missouri FFA State Choir, Michaela Pruitt. Go ahead, Randy. She got to this. And this is your two. Yeah. Year 3 of State FFA Choir, so she's a senior, and that's really cool that she got selected yet again. So this is Bone Say Abba. aliens. And I always want to mention we have a huge blessing here, Richard Bettner, super proud. So the sixth graders, seventh graders, this is like right up their cup of tea, right? They love the music stuff. Sixth graders, this has been stretching. They've been doing super, super great. So I'm so proud of them. And I do want to say, we don't have two sets of timpani. We've actually had singers in one class playing and practicing. We had Colton in another class, and so they just put the piece right down the middle. I'm super proud of them for being awesome like that. So these guys are doing a fantastic job. So this next piece is called Aliens Landing in Your Backyard. And so you're going to hear some weird extraterrestrial sounds and things before, in the middle, and after. If you notice, we're going to actually switch groups for aliens among us, so they're here, right? And so we're actually not going to have applause in between the two alien pieces. So here is the aliens landing with the 6th and 7th, and then aliens among us with 7 and 12. It'll take just a second to get this next piece going. I'm actually, in the meantime, really quickly, we have the Fine Arts Banquet, like I said, next Thursday. However, I'm going to go ahead and honor a kiddo tonight. I think this is going to be the start of the annual thing for our spring concert. And so, there has been really no reason why I have not given this award. Before I came here, the person that received me had never given it, so I had never even looked into it. I was doing some research and it needed to happen. And frankly, there has been people in the past that has even deserved this too. So I wanted to start this year. So this is called the John Philip Sousa Award. And basically, I'm just going to read the certificate because it sums it up. The John Philip Sousa Award is a band award in recognition of an outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music for a singular merit in loyalty, cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. given to a person that has helped me in every single way I can ever possibly imagine. It will be given to a senior every year. This is the highest award that one can get in the band world. And actually, every student that receives this award, it will be in a national database, and you can go there and see their name and everyone that has gotten it. Side fact, I'm on there too because I was one of them. And so my band director, why I'm here is because of my band director, right? I wouldn't be here without someone driving me and making me believe in myself and having that impact on myself. So I want to award this to none other than James Heron. I think we're set up. So this next piece, Randall Standard's Too Much Percussion. Literally, too much percussion. I've debated, I told them all, like half of them, I'm going to give them a wind instrument, and they said X to that. And so this will be kind of our finale. We are going to do a sneak peek. If you look on there at the end here, we're going to do How to Train Your Dragon. That is our fall field show, and so we'll do part 1 of that. And then please join us afterwards. For Ice Cream Social, we're going to do Music Boosters is kind of fishing their account. We just started it not too long ago, and we are going to have ice cream right out here in the foyer. So please join us for floats or ice cream. It is $5, but it goes to an awesome cause. Those gals, and frankly, I do want to go ahead and stand up if you were part of the Rockport Music Boosters. Officers wave really big because these gals we've had to work a lot this fall trying to come up with money for new uniforms. One uniform is around $600, right? Head to toe $600 is a lot of money. The current uniforms that we had were going on 19 years old. It was time. Anywhere from 15 to 18 years is their about life expectancy. So it was really cool. We earned and gained a lot of money that way. And then the school, I want to give a huge shout out to them because they picked up the rest of that cost. And that was really, really awesome, and not even, thinking that they ever, even consider something like that. So that's super, super, super cool. So, huge shout out to Rockport and Gordon. We're going to get on with it. Here is Too Much Percussion, and then we will close with How to Train Your Dragon. I take a band sound like that any day. Yeah, I can't wait. All of these guys that are on the floor right now, they got measured 2 days ago. And how exciting is that? They all got fit to a personal uniform. So this fall, super, super exciting. They look really, really sharp. So super excited for that. While they're going, they're almost there. This is the time where Kid 6, junior high, this is where I want to quit phase comes in, because sports in high school and all the things, right? They can do both. They really can. I did all the things to high school that you don't want to know about me. High school kids, raise your hand if you're in anything other than band. Shocker. Wow. We're in a small school, right? So here's the thing. If my mom let me quit, I wouldn't be here right now. I'm serious. I would not be in music right now. I would have quit at the age of 7 with the piano because I didn't want to practice anymore. No one, here's a hint, no one likes to practice until they become good. And guess when they become good? It's when they practice. So, push your kid, and I know it's a fight, believe me, I have a 7-year-old, and he's taking piano right now, and I'm his teacher, right? And he's doing fine. And he doesn't want to quit right now. We haven't fought that battle yet. Does he want to practice when I tell him to? Heck to the no, he does not. But he has a recital in 2 days, and he's going to practice. So, I fully get it, but please keep on him. Behind me is what I do. Devin's sons did a fantastic job Sunday night at Brit, and it struck me. I told him it was a joke, but because the seniors did get a lot out of it. But basically, I told him if the seniors didn't get anything out of it, we did, because it was about live life, not fun, but live a rewarding life. He said, teaching is not fun, but it's rewarding. Being a parent is not fun, but it's rewarding, right? So we can go to a movie or we can go to a party, and that's fun. But in the long run, you're not talking about it later on and saying, oh man, I'm so glad, right? This is something that I played volleyball, I played basketball, I was in FFA, I did all this stuff, but when I'm 95, I'm not going to be playing volleyball. When I'm 86, I'm not going to be playing basketball. I was in a community band every summer at Maryville, and we have the youngest player being a 6th grader, we have the oldest player being an 89-year-old, and she can outplay some of those college kids. It's super awesome. So keep at it, because these guys have a true talent, as you heard tonight. I'm super proud of them. So this is our fall show, How to Train Your Dragon. Normally we just do turn the CD on, but we've been cooking on fall music. So the goal is by the time that we get done with school in 2 weeks, these guys are going to know their show really, really well to where when we go to band camp, it's going to get on the field so great. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. Please eat ice cream. We have 6 gallons of ice cream. So eat ice cream. We have floats. We have Sundays. Thank you for coming. And here's How to Train Your Dragon. Thank you so much, and go eat ice cream. Have a great summer. Seniors, let's take a picture, please. By the way, kids, after you eat ice cream, please come back. We do need to take everything back to the room tonight. Thank you.
She called me again this afternoon. So, are you coming?